new construction projects to prioritize the completion of those already underway. The third po is the absorptive capacity, which ensures that agencies can fully utilize their funds. Next is the fiscal space to ensure fiscal sustainability. In line with this, all agencies po are encouraged to implement efficiency measures and reduce overhead and non-vital crucial MOE. Allocations for travel, training, and scholarships and utilities are also reduced po. And lastly po is the prioritization of government programs to those that deliver the highest value and impact. We also included in the new general provision in the FY 2026 NEP pertaining po to implementation of sustainable practices in government. Following the parameters po mentioned in the evaluation of the submitted proposal, the recommended allocation for the social pension under the FY 2026 NEP is at 49.812 billion, intended to cover 4,085,066 indigent senior citizens.
Director Zuniga, 4,085,066 indigent. Director Gulya, ilan po ang ating mga indigent senior citizens sa inyong listahan? Director Gulya. How many?
The active, Mr. Chair, the active beneficiaries is 4.085 million, and the wait list is 834,158.
834 ang nasa wait list.
Opo. Total of 4.9 million po lahat.
Okay. Director Zuniga, itong sinasabi mo na budget for 2026, ito po para sa 4.85. Wala pa po para doon sa 800 something? Or?
That's right po, Mr. Chair.
Okay, okay. So go ahead. I'll have my questions later on. Proceed with your...
Next slide po. For the fiscal impact and budgetary implication naman po of the proposed legislation, for Senate Bills number 71 and 95, which proposes 1,000 stipend for indigent senior citizens and 500 for non-indigent senior citizens, it will be needing po 79.963 billion pesos. The number of beneficiaries po dito is based on the 2020 PSA age distribution in the Philippines po. Yung 9,242,121. Next slide po. For Senate Bill number 215 covering all senior citizens, the total requirement to implement the said law, the said proposed bill is at 166,358 million. Last slide po. For Senate Bill number 269.
Let me cut in again there, Director Zuniga. Itong proposals na ito mo ba yung nilagay ho ninyo para for the 2026 budget? Hindi pa?
Hindi pa po.
Okay, wala pa. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
So for the last proposed bill po, the Senate Bill number 269, which proposes all senior citizens who are not receiving pension or receiving pension amounting to 3,500 and below, the total requirement po is at 110.905 billion.
Okay. I know ito po yung mga bill pa lang ho ito pag naipasa. Let me ask you directly, Director Zuniga. Ito ba ay diretsahan tayo? Is this feasible or not? O ito ay panaginip? What's going on here? Kasi mahirap po naman ho paasahin, pinapanood tayo ng mga senior citizen natin, yehey, palakpakan tayo. Maganda ho itong mga bill ng mga kasamahan ko. I mean, lalo na po ito kay Senatora Ontiveros na 1.5 lahat ng senior citizens kay may pension o wala. I mean, maganda po ito. I mean, pero ang problem natin, tanong ho natin dito, is this feasible? I mean, or kailangan natin magdasal ng taimtim sa Panginoon Diyos?
Right now po, for the 2026, we already submitted na po the NEP, so we cannot increase it on our part po.
Yeah, I know po. Kasi ito po yung mga bill pa lamang. Pero ang tanong ko nga ho, okay, let me rephrase this question. Bakit po nagkaka-delay? Itong last year po, nag-delay po yung mga social pension natin for quite a while. At marami pong reklamo sa opisina namin. Ano ho nangyari doon nga pala, ma'am?
On the part of DBM po, the budget for social pension as well as the cash requirement po is already comprehensively released. So, we defer po to the DSWD on the delay. Because we already released it at the first day of the, since it is comprehensively released, given po the JA as the allotment order, it's already released on the first day pa lang po of the year.
First day of the year. So, Director Gulia, I don't know if you can answer this. Kayo, nasa inyo ho yun. So, first day of the year, nasa release ho ninyo. Nai-release po ba ng tama ho ito? Or, pero parang nagkakaroon ho yata ng delay. May mga lugar po na nagsasabi na hindi pa nila natatanggap ka ng social.
Mr. Chair, we do not know kung kaya po ng DBM, pero
Okay lang sir, kahit hindi po tignan sa DBM, but in terms of yung historical na percentage ng senior citizen pension sa kabuoang DSWD budget, napakalayo po ba ng 0.02% ng buong GAA or tingin nyo reasonable naman pong ambisyonin ito?
I think it is okay, Mr. Chair. But again, we defer that to the DBM if they can provide the budget. Pero for now, yung naman pong target na kung magkano naman yung amount, and I think that depends on the maging agreement po natin. Well, I think it is manageable naman po, Mr. Chair.
I agree, Mr. Chair. Kaya sana tuwing Enero at mag-budget call ang presidente, sana maging ambitious din ang request ng DSWD sa DBM para in the first instance, pwede siyang mapasok sa NEP para pagdating na po sa amin dito sa Senado, the buong Kongreso, we have something to work with na mas impactful sa senior citizens. Yun lang po, Mr. Chair. Salamat po.
Tama, Senator Antiveros. We believe na siguro kailangan lang ho natin i-push sa DSWD. Total, galing naman ho ako dyan, so I can help you out, particular na po sa senior citizen. Dahil wala pong inaasahan itong mga ito eh. Inaasahan lang ho talaga nila yung galing po sa pamahalaan. At syempre, kailangan po nila. So, yung question po na kaya ba ng budget if we pass into lower pension, so depende po yun sa isusumiti ho ninyo, di ho ba, ng DBM. Are you done, Director Zuniga?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
All right, thank you. May we now, okay, let's proceed and after DBM, can we go now to the Department of Health? To the Department of Health, are you here? Okay, do you have any presentation? Because we'll be asking po itong may mga bills po na final din ipa-file actually si Senator Antiveros, pero yung po sa sinasabi nating dito po sa Universal Social, hold on. Yes, sa Universal Social Pension, age 60 is all about amending this purpose, Republic Act 7432. At saka yung pong ito pong monthly maintenance medication support for senior citizens by Senator Lauren Legarda. Go ahead, DOH, ma'am.
Good morning po, Mr. Chair. In behalf po ng Department of Health, we would like to manifest or share the position po regarding the social pension bills 71, 95, 215, and 269. Even though giving pensions is mainly the responsibility of the DSWD po, these measures will have a big impact in the health of senior citizens. So with more financial support po, seniors can buy their medicines, pay for checkups, eat healthier food, and take part in health programs po. So this means also fewer illnesses, better control of long-term conditions, and fair access to health services for all seniors. So the DOH po supports all the four bills because they work hand in hand with universal health care. Better pensions are given only to poor seniors or to all seniors. This will give older people more financial security. This also helps them stay healthier as they age and prevents them from spending too much of out of pocket for medicines, hospital bills, and also long-term care, sir.
All right, are you done, DOH? What is your name, ma'am?
Maria Cristina Raimundo po, a Senior Health Program Officer from Disease Prevention and Control Bureau of the Department of
All right.
Health,
I
sir.
don't know if you can answer my question. Pero alam niyo ho, yung social pension na ito, ang dami ho ninyong nababanggit, parang napakaganda ho pakinggan, pagkain, check-up. Pero alam niyo naman ho, di ho ba, 1,000, wala kang mapatutunguhan itong 1,000 piso po eh. Hindi mo kayang bumili ng bigas, pang kalahati, pang isang buwan, at the same time, magpapa-check up ka, bumili ka ng maintenance medicine, hindi po talaga kakayanin. Kaya nga po, may sinusulong sana kami, ang aming kasamahan dito, na kung po pwede po, ito pong ika nga, bigyan na lamang po ng mga monthly maintenance medication, yung ilang pong kasamahan namin. Kasi hindi po talaga sasapat, Department of Health, itong 1,000 pesos na ito na hirap pang ibigay ng pamahalaan dahil wala naman tayong budget. So, it's not enough. Hindi ko nga ho alam kung anong gagawin dito sa 1,000 na ito, kahit anong budgeting ang gagawin ni Lolo Lola kasi given yung isang sako ng bigas, yung 25 kilos sila mag-asawa, okay, nasa 1,000 na kaagad ho, paano lang yun? Paano pa po yung gamot, di po? It's not really enough. Pero itong tanong ko natin, bagamat bill pa lamang ho ito, kakayanin ho kaya ito? What do you think, Department of Health? Itong sinasabing maintenance medication. Ako, nag-file din ho dati ng ganito sa Kongreso. Si Senadora Risa, may pa-file din. Si Senadora Laura Legarda, may nakasala ngayon. What do you think? Kakayanin ba ito na monthly maintenance medication support para sa ating mga senior citizens?
Sir, with permission, I would like to share. Sa different programs po ng Department of Health, meron din po silang pinoprocure ng mga medications. And ito po'y binababa most likely po sa community po o sa RHUs. Just for instance po, galing po ako I'm from the Non-Communicable Diseases Division po ng Disease Prevention and Control Bureau. And mostly po ang pinoprocure po nila is hypertensive drugs, diabetes drugs po. And from the program po nito ng hypertension and diabetes, meron pong binaba pong mga gamot po managed by the rural health units po. And same with other drugs din po. Alam ko ito yung common drugs po for the senior citizens, but I know meron pa pong other drugs that can help also our senior citizens for in terms ng maintenance, sir. But different programs nga po, I have said, handling it, and most likely po, sir, if we can ask po other programs that we can submit later on what are those drugs po that perhaps that para po ma-share din po namin sa inyo what are those drugs na for the hospitals and as well also sa community po, sir.
Matanong ko lang din po, parang nag-submit na ho ba kayo ng inyong position paper dito po sa mga bills na ito? Parang wala pa po kami natatanggap.
Wala pa po, sir. We're still ongoing consultation, sir. But once, sir, it was finalized, we will submit po once signed po, sir.
All right. Balik tayo sa sinasabi ho ninyo, nagpapadala kayo ng mga gamot sa mga health centers, etc. Well, yun nga po ang kailangan ng mga maintenance medicines po natin, ang Lodipine, yung mga pang-high blood, pang-diabetes. Pero hindi po lahat nabibigyan eh. I mean, so many health centers po, kahit sa mga barangay na lamang po, ay hindi ho nakakarating. What's going on? Magkano po ba? Meron po ba kayo on top of your head ho? Magkano po ang ina-allocate ng Department of Health para dito? Yung mga pinapadala para mga maintenance, mga seniors, mga pang-diabetes, pang-high blood, hypertension. Do you have any idea at this point?
I'm sorry, sir. At this point, I don't have the data, but I will consult the one handling po, the hypertension, like hypertension or diabetes mellitus medication po, sir.
Next hearing po, I want the numbers, the figures from you. Kung magkano po ang ina-allocate natin na budget para po dyan sa mga maintenance ng mga seniors natin na binababa po sa mga health centers. Now, my question is, kakayanin po ba kung pati po ang mga barangay health centers bibigyan natin o hindi?
Sir, as far as I know, sir, kapag nasa issue po siya yung mga medical drugs, is connected po until the barangay po level, sir.
All right, thank you.
Mr. Chair.
Go ahead.
Salamat po. And salamat, Chair, sa pagtatanong sa DOH tungkol sa mga bills namin ni Senator Lauren. And natuwa po ako, ma'am, marinig sa inyo na yung isa sa mga provision sa proposed bill ko na i-refer sa komite dito ni Chair Erwin ay ginagawa nyo na, or at least tina-target nyo na nandun sa mga barangay health centers yung mga necessary maintenance